Sooner Surge, a show with twin brothers who disagree a lot.
Ask everyone in the chat, and I'm asking you this too, Jay. Everyone in the chat, get ready to type your answer and your response. Am I wrong? Yes or no? Am I wrong in saying?
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Shut your mouth, dude.
This is a show by the fans and for the fans.
There is no chance that you can find another YouTube channel covering Sooner sports that actually shows as many comments as we do or allows callers. People say, Jeremy, why do you always get fired up? Well, we allow callers. I allow people to come at me. I'm not scared. And I'll show comments all night long. You know why? Because we are fans and we're a show for the fans, okay? And I think that's what makes this channel unique.
A place for you, the fan, to have a voice.
Stand up and yell. We don't need someone to say, hey, scream across the PA. Scream, get loud. Why are you telling fans to get loud on 3rd and 2? Tell me that.
An outlet for the fans to share their opinions in the bad times and the good times.
At the game, boys. I was wrong.
Let's go. You pizza, baby. Stutzman, shut him down. Shut him down. 235 yards. OU did a marvelous job tonight. I was wrong. I eat crow. OU pizza, baby.
Hey, Jefferson, go get on the goalpost. Go get on the goalpost.
About the game.
Go get on the goalpost, Jefferson.
I was wrong. I eat crow. I eat pizza. I'll buy anything, baby. That's the best game I've seen in a long time. OU, baby.
Let's
I
go.
gotta go. Gotta go, baby. OU, baby.
Welcome to Sooner Surge.
What is up, Sooner Nation? Welcome to the Sooner Surge podcast that tells it like it is. We are live for our 9:30 nightly live show on early signing day. Sooners wrap up their early signing day period, closing out with all 24 signees. Jay, it's loaded with 4 stars, more than 3 stars, no 5 stars. There could be some that, rank up to that, I guess, or it depends on kind of the ranking. But right now, OU is 15 to 16 to 17, depending on the ranking. And now you add a portal class, Jay, where we're going to talk about this. I think you have to attack the portal offensively for skill players.
Correct. I mean, you think about offensively, tight end, wide receiver, and you go down the list. I think that's going to be the main focus in the portal. And, hey, it's not just – high school recruiting is a lot of it, but you do have to do good in the portal too. And that's what we're going to see what they do. Jim Nagy, to be fair, last year Jim Nagy got hired on February 25th. You kind of missed that early window of portal. So – last year, he didn't really get into the second half of the portal, springtime. So I'll be interested to see what they do. But, hey, man, you look at a lot of these guys in this class, there's a lot of them extremely excited about. I mean, we mentioned a few last night, but, man, there's some guys I'm really excited about. Jake Creel, defensive end, I think is going to be a monster at Oklahoma. I mean, just look at Chavis and what he does. What he does, he develops players. Bates, Davis, those guys develop players.
Hey, this class is highlighted by the 3 top 100 kids. Bo Bentley, elite quarterback. You got Jake Creel, who you just mentioned, the aforementioned Jake Creel, edge rusher. And then the other guy is the guy they just flipped last week, a week and a half ago, and Jonathan Hatton Jr., the running back. Those three highlight this class. You look at what Bill Beatenbo's done in the offensive line room the last 2 years. You're happy where that's at. I like the Jandro brothers, all those things. It is a really good class that can become a great class depending on what they get out of the portal.
Yeah, and hey, we can talk about 5 stars, 4 stars. I hate to bring this up, but I have to because I just saw it before I got on here. I don't know if you've seen it. Did you see Hugh Freeze tonight?
No, I didn't. What did he do?
Talk about Jackson Arnold.
And how bad of the ranking was?
Quote, I don't want to – this isn't an exact quote, but it was basically Jackson sucks. That's why I'm not having a job anymore. I can read you the exact quote, but that's basically what it was.
Find the quote and read it. I'd love to hear it.
I'll read it right now to you.
Now,
Okay.
Jackson says Daniel Norman, he thinks best player in the class. But I got to hear this Hugh Freeze quote about Jackson Arnold, Jay, which, by the way, if he sucks so bad, and Jackson said he thought it was fake.
No, this is on 3 reported, I believe. Let me.
Was it on 3 or no 3?
No, I
Now,
know.
hey, Gray God,
Here
Gray
it is. Here
God.
it is right here. Here's the quote. Quote, let's be clear. This is not a beat up Jackson, but certainly it didn't work out to the level that he nor I both expected for him and our team. And that's why I'm sitting here. I mean,
Implying that the reason he got fired was solely because of Jackson Arnold.
kind
Hey.
of sounds that way, doesn't it?
It sounds like that, Jay. And I agree with Gray God, Troy. I really like – and Gray God, I see your kind of measurables here. It's almost like someone on staff, whether it's Nagy, whether it's Emmett Jones, they've really been – you have to admit, Jay, you look at OU's wide receiver core in the wide receiver room, it's a lot of scat backs. It's a lot of slot-type guys.
Well,
A lot of guys who can cut, who can slant, but they haven't had the size. You bring Giovanni Gibson out of the portal. Elijah Thomas has a little bit of size, but I agree, Gray God. The size in this wide receiver room with Pettit leading the way. I mean, he's an absolute beast.
well, and Arbuckle today on the thing I was watching was talking about the receivers and their physical size, and he said, this is the SEC. You got to have some size. That we've learned that you got to. I think this is year 2 now. They've been in it, Jerm, and this was Arbuckle's first year. They have to know that it's got to get a little different on that part of it. You can't just be. You can have a scat guy, you can have a quick guy, but you can't have 3 of them. You know,
Correct.
So,
Hey, someone asked, where's Jackson going to go? I could care less where Jackson Arnold goes, but I wouldn't be surprised at North Texas there in Denton. Their coach leaves. Their quarterback may leave. All those things. Hey, let's not spend time tonight talking about Jackson Arnold, okay?
right.
Oklahoma's in the college football playoff. They've got a top 15, top 16 class that's going to get better, has a chance to maybe go 10 or 11. Brent Venables is – Jay, there was a word someone I work with used this word, not about Brent Venables, but about just when you're passionate about something. There's this – and I love how he used this. He talked about you have to be maniacal. You know what maniacal means, Jay?
Maniacal.
Yeah, I'm going to test your vocabulary.
It sounds like it'd be something like maniac.
Correct. Those
Kind of like you a little bit. Would you like if we had the dictionary? Would you be a picture of maniacal?
you could probably have my name next to maniacal,
We could-
depending
we
on
could do
what
that.
category you're talking about. But Jay,
Maniac.
BV is maniacal about defensive play calling. He's got 3 weeks. The maniacal, the maniac, the defensive, whatever you want to say, has 3 weeks. And by the way, if you want to know where the old BV was, you don't have to wonder anymore. The old BV's back. The get back coach, the fired up guy. Did he ever leave?
Well,
I think BVJ, when he stopped calling the defensive plays, he turned some of that over to Zach Alley. He just got uncomfortable, and he was almost like a lost
fish
kid.
out of water.
He was
Fish
like
out
a
of water.
lost kid in a candy store. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know where to go. Didn't know where to turn to. And then he takes over as DC, and the old guy's back. I love it. I love it, man. Love it.
I did like this quote from Nagy as well. We want violence.
Awesome.
Right now, they're embracing. They are a physical team. That's what they're embracing about it. Now, they got to get more physical on the offensive side of the ball, I think. But you got to get the right players in there to do that too.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, listen. You got to remember, Jeff Lebby was the OC. He runs that style of offense where, I mean, you got Brennan Thompson, you got kind of those type receivers. And then you went to Latrell. So, I mean, really, Arbuckle, this is kind of their first true, I would say, full cycle here where they're getting a chance to kind of recruit. So we'll see how it plays on the field. You don't know any of these guys because they haven't played on the field yet. But
Well, they've played high school, but hey, I agree, Jay. Chief T-Bird. Yeah, guys like Bo Bentley, Jonathan Hatton Jr., Pettit are all guys that are going to help in the offensive room.
Well,
they are.
Well, let me say this about
Bo
the Bo
Bentley. Hey,
Bo,
Bo Bentley is the quarterback, and he's really good.
real quick, Bo Bentley. There was people worried. I don't know how many people that once Jared Curtis went from Georgia to Vanderbilt, that Georgia might come after him hard. I mean, this is a guy that's been recruited by everybody. I mean, Bentley's a good quarterback.
Jaden O'Neal left when Bentley signed, Jay.
Yeah, he's a really good quarterback. I like Bentley a lot. In fact, I mean, I like him a lot.
Yeah. And look, if you're subscribed to our channel, immediately following this, we're gonna film a video talking about this entire 2026 class, highlighting some of the highlights of it, talking about some of specific players. But you'll be able to check that video out tomorrow. But yeah, Ruxer may make an impact early. It's, in my opinion, it's the room that you have the best chance to play immediately.
Well, hey, tight end is a portal, is a position you have to go get somebody out of the portal, at least. I mean, you have to. Now, I don't really, when you talk about guys, I don't really pay attention to a lot of tight ends. There is one tight end, though, that I watched this year that I thought, wow, I think he'd be pretty good at Oklahoma. That's the guy at TU. Brody, I can't think of his last name. Somebody will know it. Man, he looked good. Now, he's at TU, but there's other guys probably even better than that. I don't know. I'm just saying they need a tight end. They really need a tight end.
They do. Hey, Daniel's answering your question, Mac, and Brody Foley. And I 100% agree with Daniel Brooks when Daniel Brooks says, Mac, yes, he's coming back. And here's why. He's not going to go anywhere else in college. He's home. I don't think he would be drafted high enough to go pro. He's got too many mechanical issues. If you want to question if he's all in, he's all in. Now, a guy that I saw someone mention earlier in the chat, Michael Hawkins, I don't know if you saw OU Daily Report, Jay, the story they did, but Michael Hawkins doesn't seem all in based on some things. And I'm not here to speculate on what Michael Hawkins Jr. is going to do. Right now, John Mateer is the quarterback. They're not going to sway from that no matter how badly he plays. And he's a gamer. And I think you put a true serum in Ben Arbuckle, in BV, in this entire offensive personnel, players, staff, all of them. I think they want John Mateer back.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, let me get to Chief T-Bird here. Interesting comment by Chief, but I have to disagree with this. And the reason why, I think it's a mixture, but Chief, tell me one guy. There's one guy on defense that was a portal guy that made an impact, and that was Kendall Daniels. Who else on that defense?
Marvin Jones Jr.
Marvin Jones Jr. Okay. But that is littered with all over high school recruits on the defensive side.
It's peppered with the high school players, Jay.
That they've developed.
Yeah,
yes.
It's absolutely peppered with it.
I agree with Chief, though. In certain instances, the certain guys you get, yes. I personally think it's offensive. Like, I think it's easier to go get some offensive guys to plug in than maybe I don't know. I just think you got to have, to me, the majority of your recruiting, it should be a high school recruiting development program with a few portal guys every year to make an immediate impact. That's what it should be.
Forgot about Dominic Williams. And hey,
yeah,
Ron, yeah. I don't respond a lot because your comments, frankly, sometimes just rub me the wrong way. And I know what you're trying to do here, but what do you mean? Do I want to change what I said about Mateer? Is Mateer way worse mechanically than I thought? Yes. Can Mateer make all the throws? The one that he struggled with mostly is the deep ball, but he throws a nice ball. It's terrible mechanics at times, but is he a winner? He seems to be to me. Is he a Heisman guy? Absolutely not. So I was wrong about that. I'm not going to change it. They're 10-2. They're going to the college football playoff. And you might want to change what you think about John Mateer in about 4 weeks. Hold your breath. We'll see what happens. He could end up leading him to a national championship. It's not out of the realm of possibility, Ron. It's not.
And
now, is it likely? Probably not. But I
see people talking about Hawkins. I don't know if you're in any world of college football where a pretty high recruited guy is going to sit 3 years. Like to me, like if he's not going to be he's gone. Like that's just my opinion. I just don't think you see a world where guys sit 3 years as a quarterback backup if they're wanting to play. I mean, you know what I mean? So, I mean, we'll find. I don't really care. We'll find out about that when it happens.
will.
Okay.
We will.
Now the question's going to be: the longer OU keeps winning, you will have a time period where there might be guys. If you're into January, guys will be putting their portal name in, even though they're still on. You remember last year was it the Penn State backup transferred to Missouri before they even played in their semifinal or whatever.
Think about this in the college football playoff, everyone. Will Stein gone. Brian
he's
Hart
calling plays though.
Can I finish?
If you'd like to, Jerm.
Oh, I definitely want to.
Okay.
Will Stein gone. Yes, he's calling plays. He's thinking about something else. Brian Hartline, coordinator for Ohio State, gone. USF head coach, University of South Florida. Okay. You got Ole Miss and what they're going through. Alabama's lost a couple coaches. OU's lost no coaches. They're all intact. They're getting players back. I like OU's chances, Jay. Here's why. You can say what you want about Will Stein calling plays. You can say what you want about Brian Hartline. He'll probably call plays or Charlie Weiss. You cannot be in two relationships and be committed to one fully. I've used that analogy several times. His mind will be elsewhere. What about Colin Klein?
Yeah, that's another one.
What about him, Jay?
Well, don't tell me you didn't see this today.
He's going with Hartline. I don't know. What?
Dude, this is 2 days in a row. What was it yesterday that you totally didn't know about? What was it?
I've worked all day.
What was it yesterday you didn't know about?
I don't know. I have a job. I work.
Did you know that Chris Kleiman retired?
I actually did not.
And Colin Klein's going to get that job.
Wow.
We got to start having phone calls before the live. This is 2 nights in a row, dude.
Jay,
sure,
wait.
I'm concerned.
Chris Kleiman is retiring from football?
Yes.
That is shocking.
Where have you been?
Working and on the live show, dude.
On the live show is at 9:30 tonight. This didn't happen. This happened earlier today.
Jay, I work during the day and I don't check highlights of things. Is he official?
Wait. Hold up.
Wait, is he official?
Wait, yeah, hold up. You never open your phone and get on Twitter at all the whole day?
Not during school, no.
How could you have missed that, though?
I don't know, Jay. Anyway.
You get notifications or anything?
I don't have notifications turned on. Is he official?
Kleiman retired.
Is Klein the official head coach?
It's going to happen, yes.
So he's not the official coach
They
yet.
haven't announced Klein as the official, but yes, that's where it's headed.
I'm shocked about Kleiman, man.
This is what needs to happen every night. That's what needs to happen. Now, well, I'm a hardworking man too, Gray God. Come on now, what are you trying to say?
Thanks, Gray God. Appreciate it.
Michael Nate says Charlie Weiss not going back to LSU for the plays or now going back?
I don't know, Jay. It's a revolving door over there.
How about Lane Kiffin's dog? Did you see all that scenario?
Hey, Ron.
Did you see the scenario with this dog?
No.
You haven't seen all that?
No, I haven't.
Juice Kiffin?
No.
Never was his dog.
Wow. Hey, Ron, look at your comment. You're saying I said no matter what, how he plays, he's OU guy. I was right. He is. It doesn't matter if he throws 5 picks. He's OU's guy, and he should be right now. And hey
a student fan asked this earlier. I want to answer this.
Answer it.
Listen, if Alabama wins the SEC title game, OU will not host a game. Correct.
Not 100%.
The only way they would is if Texas Tech drop or Georgia drop below them. That's not going to happen.
Correct.
That's not going to happen.
A Tech or a Georgia team, possibly.
Not going to happen. Oh, that's what Germ didn't know yet. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. Jeez.
Jay, OU fans right now should be rooting for Texas Tech and Georgia.
And then you're going to play Notre Dame.
And you will play Notre Dame at home, which I think now Greg God doesn't want OU to host. I absolutely do. Revenue, it's better for your program to host revenue, okay? And the environment at Oklahoma the last few weeks has actually ramped up, Jay.
Okay.
It's getting better, and this only helps it get better. How can you not want them to host?
Let me ask you this. if you had to pick between these two games at home, would you rather play Notre Dame, Miami, or Tech?
I've already told you who I want is Notre Dame.
No, out of those three, you would say Notre Dame
Yes.
over Tech?
Yes.
Okay. I was just getting your.
It's not because I think Tech is better, or I think the matchup with Notre Dame. One, this is what I think. I think Brent Venables and Oklahoma's players, they want a big time program coming into Norman. Tech has been to Norman. I think they want to. And look at the run they're on. Tennessee on the road, Bama on the road, Missouri, LSU. Bring in Notre Dame. Like, bring them on.
Well, the thing you get with Miami.
Next.
The thing
Next.
you get with Miami.
Who's next?
The thing you get with
Next.
Miami. Are you done?
Yep.
Okay. The thing you get with Miami or Notre Dame is there's going to be a lot of people that think they shouldn't even be in. So they're going to have that kind of like mantra of like, oh, nobody expected us to be here. Look at this. You know what I mean? Not that it matters, but I'm just saying.
Now, Aaron, someone correct me if I'm wrong on here, but I think the students get out 19th.
They'll be there for the game. I brought this up on the live show today, and one of the students on here said they'll be
Hey,
there.
Jay, I actually think out of OU's crowd environment, I think the students are the weakest part. They were better, though, last week.
Yeah. It's a difference.
Hey, this stuff is crazy, too, at BYU. I mean, Penn State. So the donors, it sounds like, wants the interim Smith.
Correct. They want
the AD wants to go get the Boley from the former coach of the Giants. So now the donors are going to have to either not throw money and say, get rid of the AD also if you want to keep Smith. It's crazy stuff, man.
Well, the donors want to get rid of the AD. You're right. That's why they want to hire Smith and get rid of the AD. And has he not botched this completely?
Oh, it's been botched, Jay. Penn State, it's a debacle.
It's a debacle. And
look at
how
this.
How about James Franklin?
2 recruits signed today.
Yeah, how about James Franklin just trolling him today? Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
You know what his dessert was at the
dumpster fire, Greg? God, you're right.
Do you know what the dessert was that he had at the recruiting thing
What's
today?
that?
Crumble cookies.
Oh, wow. Hey.
He trolling him, man.
Hey, the defensive MVP, there's been a lot this year. I mean.
Well, we voted on this last night. That we took nominees.
I could say a handful of guys. Now, I do think it's a collaborative effort. Now, I do also, I know one thing. Getting R. Mason and Jaden Jackson back is going to just give this team even more MO. I tell you what, Jay, depending on who they play, I mean, if you're matched up against Notre Dame, and by the way, R. Mason didn't even play against Bama last time.
R. Mason hasn't played in a while.
I think he's going to be ready.
I think he'll play. This is a great comment by Jim. NCAA didn't need to give Penn State the death penalty. They did it to themselves. Wow. Look at this, too.
He just signed an extension.
Wow.
And hey,
can I say something real? I got
something to note about Kalani Sitake. What a time he's going to stay at BYU. They're going to be so fired up. This is all planned. They may pull the upset at Tech.
Hey, Jerm, Sitake played them like a fiddle.
Oh,
and I don't know if I buy Jerm. I don't know if I buy that Sitake was ever considering it.
I don't either, Jay.
I think he just went over there and said, I can get a ton more money if I go back to BYU. I think he kind of played him. But let me say this. I remember last year, Jerm, at this time, and I remember a lot of people nationally, probably people on here too, and there were people concerned about OU, but I remember this being said. OU is very close to being the next Nebraska. Not happening. Not happening.
Not happening. Hey, Ron, you can watch out for USC when Lincoln Riley's not their coach. Okay, I'm saying it point blank, not because I think he can't coach. He's a great offensive coach. I don't think they'll ever have the moxie, the intensity, the physicality to be able to compete big time in the Big Ten.
Hey, corrections. I know you're going to BYU guys, so of course you think they're going to win. I think Tech's going to beat them, don't you, Jerm?
I think Tech would win, Jay.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt my feelings to see BYU or Notre Dame gone, though.
Now, Joey McGuire said some things that I thought were dumb.
Now, let me ask you this: if who do you think OU is going to play if BYU wins and Bama loses?
Notre Dame.
Huh?
Notre Dame.
Not if BYU wins.
Yeah.
Notre Dame be out.
No, Bama could be.
Bama's not going out. Oh my gosh, Jerm, wake up to the world we're living in, dude. What are you talking about? Oh my goodness.
Say
dude,
your
you're
scenario
crazy.
again. Say
You're
your
crazy.
scenario again.
Bama loses, BYU wins.
If that's the case, first off, BYU would have to go ahead of Tech.
Well, I'm asking you who you think OU plays.
I'm talking through it. BYU would be ahead of Tech. BYU would have to be ahead of Georgia.
OU would be 9.
Not
They would
Georgia.
go to
You're saying
A&M.
Georgia won.
OU would go to A&M, I think.
Unless OU moves up in that case to 7.
Who would they pass?
Maybe Tech goes to 8. Very well could happen.
I mean, it could be. I think the scenario might be OU to Lubbock. Lubbock in December, please no.
Wait, are you saying Texas Tech could be 8?
And OU 9. Yes, it's a very real possibility, Jerm.
Yeah, I think OU would be ahead of Tech.
I think it'd be OU at Tech.
I don't want that matchup.
I don't want to go to Lubbock. I never want to go to Lubbock.
Jay,
Jeez.
Do not sign me up for that. Look at the top 12 teams, Jay. I would rather go anywhere else than Lubbock, Texas.
I agree, Jerm.
Jay,
Agreed.
I'll go to War Eagle on Arts and Crafts Fair Day. I'll go to the Mother Heart Craft Fair. I don't. You name it, I'll go there.
Like
I'm not
craft
going
fairs, though. That's not a good comparison. You like
Sure.
watching Hallmark. You like
I
going
like
to
the
craft
kettle
fair.
corn. I like the kettle corn and the succotash.
I mean, Jerm, you're wearing a
Catholic.
flannel. Like it looks like you went to a wood shop and went to a craft fair right now. You had a coffee in your hand. You came and got a live. Obviously, you must have been at a craft fair all day if you didn't know that Chris Kleiman retired. Is that where you've been today, Jerm? You been up in War Eagle?
Hey, Jay, Lubbock would be the worst place to go.
I don't like Lubbock, Jerm. I agree.
Now,
It would
OU's had some good times in Lubbock.
You talk about a wild fan base, home game and playoff, Lubbock, Texas.
That is no, you don't want that. Hey, Jay, I've got something for you. Dr. Vol,
Dr.
Lubbock
Vol.
is crazy.
Hey,
Jay,
it's a crazy atmosphere.
think about what you just said, though. Listen to this. Listen to this, guys. If Tech wins, they don't get a home game.
You don't know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
Tech
getting a
wins.
bye.
Well, if Tech wins, I thought you said, yeah.
If Tech wins, they don't get a home game. If they lose, they might get a home game. Heck, they may
Jerm.
have that.
No, they want to buy, dude. Jeez.
People are strange in Lubbock, Jay.
Benjamin, I'm not saying scared. OU's not scared. I'm just saying out of all the
It's
things,
not a good place to be. Okay,
I don't think I'd want to go play in Lubbock. I mean, there's a lot of other better atmospheres, like as far as like arenas. I love when Brent Venables talks about the arena, gladiator.
David loves the tortillas, but he loves tortillas. I'm not sure about that. Now, on 3 has OU 6 hosting Virginia. Oh, sign me up. Free win. How does that happen, Jay?
Wait, hey, Colin, how would OU get to 6? Please explain.
Please explain.
Colin, you're going to have to explain how OU jumps 2 spots without playing a game, and there's only one team in front of them that plays. I mean, that makes no sense at all how they would get there.
How are they moving to 6, Jay? What world are we in?
This is a weird world.
Is this
Hey,
the
Jeremy.
Twilight? Is this the Twilight Zone?
Hey, real quick.
Jay, let me correct your grammar.
Hey.
Just a minute.
I'm calling my boy.
Time out. Let me
Call
correct
my
your
boy.
grammar. Let me
Call my
correct your
boy.
grammar. You can never say real quick, ever.
Okay.
Never.
I'm calling my boy Hunter real quick.
Hey, someone in the comment, instead of saying real quick, what would be the grammatical correction?
Hey, Hunter, how you doing?
You guys know it.
Hey, Hunter. I mean, any way you can get to 6 this week in your committee?
Hey,
Yeah.
now Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, there's okay. I got you. My boy says that they could, Germ.
Yeah.
He didn't know how though. He didn't know how.
No.
He actually said, Germ. He actually said they could get to 6 or 7. Okay.
It's not really quick. It would be really quickly. You got to have an adverb describing an adverb, guys. Jeez.
Hunter Yurachek said they could get to 6 or 7. He didn't know.
Yeah, that's what Hunter said, didn't he? Hey, Jay, Ryan Silverfield's getting a lot of love up there in Arkansas.
The dude is running around talking to everybody.
Oh, yeah. Reminds me a lot of Porter Moses.
Listen. He has a lot of energy, but he kind of lost me in the first interview.
Why?
And so did Hunter Yurachek. When
Hunter Yurachek lost me at 6'7". So.
When he signed the paper and Hunter Yurachek shook his hands like, let's go win a national championship.
Yeah, that's
terrible. And then Ryan Silverfield said in his first interview, we're going to win a national championship here.
It's terrible.
Too
now,
much.
918 says on 3 as Ole Miss 6. Have no clue what Colin is talking
I think
about.
Colin was on no 3, the number 3, the fake one.
There's a fake Twitter Colin called no 3.
I think he might be on no 3, Colin.
Chris says BYU loss, Bama loss, Duke win, Miami gets in over Notre Dame. You think?
Yes. I think that's a scenario they get in. Because if BYU loses, they'll jump to right next to him.
I agree. They want the ACC to be.
I think they want the ACC to get a team in. Now, here's a scenario that nobody's talking about. BYU's 11. Let's just say they play Texas Tech really tight and lose by a field goal at the end. Can they jump Notre Dame? Their resume's not much different.
There's no chance in jumping Notre Dame. They're behind Notre Dame now. How are they going to move up?
I don't think they would either. I'm just throwing stuff out there, Germ.
Hey, South Bend's going to be cold. Listen, I put my 10-day predictor on. There's a snowstorm scheduled for Norman, Oklahoma on the 19th and 20th.
Hey, Germ. There's let me just rule this out. There's not a scenario OU goes to Notre Dame. It can't happen.
I agree with you.
There's not any scenario.
Actually, there is one.
No, there's not.
No, not OU going to Notre Dame.
No. OU. There's no way OU goes to South Bend. There's no chance.
Hey, in my opinion, there's no way. 2 things I think you could take to the bank right now. I know the banks aren't open, but maybe yours is. Take this to the bank right now. Go deposit this statement. OU will not play Bama in the college football playoff the first round.
Correct.
And the other deposit you can make is OU will not travel to Notre Dame.
Correct.
And they play Notre Dame. They're not playing Bama. Period. First round. Can't play them. And they're not going to Notre Dame. 2 things we know for sure, in my opinion.
Hey, Mass, I understand where you're coming from here. Listen, where's Texas Tech ranked tonight? Jerem, where are they ranked tonight?
Texas Tech?
Yes.
4.
Correct. If they didn't have a conference championship game, where would they be ranked?
4.
And people think they're going to be left out if they lose it? No, they're not.
No, I said they could drop below OU.
They're not going to drop that far, in my opinion.
Depends on how they lose, Jay.
I mean, we don't know. We don't know
hey
what
guys.
Again,
it's early signing day. OU signed a very good class. I wouldn't call it an elite class by any means. It's a very good class. Top 16, top 17 in the country. You see what they add on the portal. It's got several 4 stars. And then some 3 stars. I think 13 4 stars, 11 3 stars, 24 signed in the class. We'll have a video out about that. But hey, I'm going to open the phone lines in a minute. But first, a couple of announcements here, as we always do. One, check out the fan stop at thefanstop.com and go to their Shirt of the Month Club. It's a great Christmas gift. It's a new OU shirt design each month. Jay is sporting the hoodie of the most recent one. It says it's a great day to be a Sooner. 3 options to choose from. You get a new shirt each and every month. The code there is MarySurge25, and that'll get you 20% off your first 3 months. Also, they got some Sooner Surge merch. They got a Sooner Surge podcast where you can wear that thing and help support our channel and spread the word about this podcast. Also, you got a T-shirt that says Sooner Surge on the front with on the back, finally, a podcast that tells it like it is. All of those things available at thefanstop.com.
And 918's asking about the link directly to the Sooner Surge. I put it in there the other day, and maybe I need to do that again.
Yeah. Do that, Jay.
Let me get that because that might.
Hey, let me get to this super. Chief T-Bird, thank you so much. Chief T-Bird's continued support for our channel is an encouragement to us. It's very supportive of our channel. We appreciate you so much, man. If Saturday goes chalk, and for you guys that don't know what that means favorites win everything. The committee will drop Ole Miss. OU will rise. Bama will still be in, and Notre Dame will be out of the college football playoff. Bet. Let me look at that again. If it goes chalk, that means Georgia wins, Tech wins. Chief says OU is going to rise to 7. I'm guessing. Ole Miss is going to drop. I don't think that happens because Ole Miss beat OU, so I don't think that happens. I disagree with that part. I can get behind the fact that Bama will still be in, but you're saying Notre Dame will be out at that point. Now, wait. How would Notre Dame couldn't be out? Unless wait, Chief, are you saying Miami's in over Notre Dame? Yes or no? Because otherwise Notre Dame's in. You must be saying Notre Dame's left out because because Miami takes their spot. I'm assuming that's what you're saying.
I got lost on that one. I was trying to. There's the link.
There's the link.
Yeah, that's the link. That goes directly to Sooner Surge merch. So yeah, if you guys want to order that, you can. Appreciate it. Let's see. Somebody put in there earlier about Big 12 not getting much love. They're actually getting quite a bit of love, from my opinion. I mean, you got Texas Tech at 4. You got BYU at 11. You had Utah at like 14. You have Houston ranked. I mean, they've had some ranked teams. They're getting a little bit of love. So I don't know. Bama, in my opinion, is pretty simple, Teresa. I'm with you here. If Bama loses, they fall to the 10. Okay. If they win, the question is, if they win, do they go up from 9 to 4? Do they jump that high? Can they jump from 9 to 4 in your opinion? I mean, the winner of the SEC regular season and the winner of the SEC championship, don't they have to go to 4?
I don't think they can get that high.
Wait. Who would you put over them at 4, Jerm? Oregon?
Oregon's 3 right now, correct?
No.
Oregon would be 3.
No, you'd have Indiana, Oregon. You'd have Indiana, Ohio State.
Oregon.
You have Georgia right now and Tech.
If Tech wins, Tech's ahead of them.
If Bama wins, they're going to jump to 4.
Disagree.
Oh, I don't disagree at all, Jerm.
Tech would be ahead of them.
Tech would move to 3 if Tech wins.
Which Big Ten team's dropping?
Oregon's not in the top 4. Georgia's dropping out.
How many losses they have?
Who?
How many? Oregon.
1.
They're not dropping a 2-loss. They're not going below a 2-loss team, Jay.
So you're hilarious. So you think it matters if they lose, but if they win, it doesn't matter? Where are you coming from with this?
They would move up 4 spots if they win to 6 or 5.
Hold up, Jerm. What's the best conference in football based on rankings?
SEC.
Who won the regular season?
The regular season?
Yeah, who's the 1 seed?
Georgia.
No.
Oh, Bama.
Bama. Who wins the conference tournament? Bama. You're not going to put them at a top 14?
No, I don't think they'll be 4th.
Oh, please, dude.
I think they'll be 5 or 6. That's still moving them up 5 spots, Jay.
I think
what are you talking about?
To make it make sense to have a conference championship, then why? I mean, why even play these stupid games? They're dumb. They need to stop playing these stupid games.
Here again, you want to give a scenario where it helps them but doesn't hurt them, and I disagree with you.
No, it does hurt them. They dropped to 10.
So they drop 1, but they move up 7?
Do you realize the teams in front of them are all SEC?
Sense, man. You don't make sense.
The teams in front of them are all SEC teams, Jeremy. You can't put them behind those guys.
4's not.
Other than Oregon.
Chris says doomsday. Okay, now, first off, Chris, thanks for the super. Appreciate it. Who's this a doomsday scenario for? It's not a doomsday for OU.
It's a doomsday scenario for the committee.
For the committee.
And for college football. Let's be real. 2 group of 5s in there. By the way, I heard Duke's coach today. He thinks they're in if they win.
They can't.
Let me ask you. Nobody's talking about this scenario. You ready for it?
They have 4 losses.
They have 5 losses.
5 losses.
Nobody's talking about this scenario. You ready? Duke wins. James Madison loses. You know who's out there lurking?
Oh, and Navy?
Dan Mullen, UNLV.
Oh, that's actually true. Dan Mullen's always lurking.
They're 10-2. Would they finish ahead of Duke?
I'd have to look at the rankings, Jay.
They don't show the rankings that far down. That's the problem. They don't show it that far down. They only go to 25. So nobody knows who the other teams are right now.
They can make it whoever they want to be, Jay.
I mean, surely James Madison's going to win, but who knows? I don't think Duke's getting in either, but you know what? I think Duke losing will be the scenario to get Miami in. I mean, Duke winning will be the scenario to get Miami in.
I can agree with that. Hey, I got the phone line and the link, guys. Again, check out fanstop.com. Sign up for your team Share of the Month Club. Again, great Christmas gift. Also, look at the Sooner Surge merch if you'd like. Appreciate the support. There's the phone link. Hop in, give us a take. Talk about this early signing period recruiting class of OU signing these 24 dudes, 13 4 stars, 11 3 stars, ranked 15th through 17th, depending on the rankings that you look at. Again, they're just rankings. Chief with another super, because he's super supportive, says Ole Miss win over us is moot now, that the coaching staff is completely different. They're about to get Florida Stated. Yes, I use that as a verb. Assume that is correct. Yeah, it's correct.
They would have already been dropped. They would have already been dropped, Chief.
Why wouldn't they have dropped last week?
They're not dropping anymore.
Chief, you heard what the committee said. They don't have a chance to see Ole Miss without the coach, so they can't move them down. Whereas they had a chance to see Florida State without the quarterback. That's the explanation. Hey,
they're not dropping a spot next week unless it's just not happening.
Let's get Bobby Redwine on the line.
What's going on, Bob?
Hey, guys, I was going to ask you a question. You know, back in 2000 when we won it primarily on defense, you know, that time off really helped us. Do you think, since we're kind of almost similar to that team back then, do you think maybe the 3 weeks off will help us? Usually in the recent past, it's hurt us with that time off. Do you think it'll help us this time?
Let me say this, Jane. I want to hear what your take is too, Jay. It's a great question, Bobby. It's a question that needs to be asked, because what happens I'll say this, on defense, it can help with preparation. It can help with recovery from guys that you need back. But the one place, in my opinion, that it can hurt you, tackling. And now it sounds like BV's practices have been hardcore all throughout the year. If they were to get away from, and I know it's a catch-22, because if they practice hard and someone gets hurt, people rip them. But if they don't practice hard and their tackling is bad the week they come from playoffs, they're losing the game, because they rely so heavily on their defense. That's the biggest issue, in my opinion.
I don't like the layoffs. I don't like the 2 weeks off. I hate it. I mean, OU's in a rhythm right now. I'd rather just play next week. But
And I was going to ask you another thing about the conference championship games. I noticed so far it could help you, but it can't hurt you, right? That's what the scenario of the committee.
What they're saying.
Well, no, they didn't say that. The committee didn't say that.
Well, it seems like
they're implying it.
Yeah. In other words, like if Indiana beats Ohio State, they can move to the top seed. But say like if Alabama loses to Georgia, there's no repercussions really.
Yeah, they'll drop one spot, I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean they won't be out of the playoffs with 3 losses.
And I don't think they should be, Bobby. Do you?
Oh no, not at all. But I'm saying is that maybe in the future they can have the conference championships, but it shouldn't matter if you win or lose, just for being the SEC champion. But it shouldn't matter in the playoffs. In other words, if you make it to the championship game, it shouldn't help or hurt you. It should just be a game.
Well, but at that point, let's just do away with them, don't you think?
Oh yeah, it would be a lot easier. Yeah, just have the regular season SEC champs, or have the co SEC champs, whatever. Kind of like how the Big 12 did it a few years back.
Yeah,
I think they'll eventually go to that anyway. I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right, thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks, Bobby.
Thanks.
Let's get to Nick. What's going on, Nick? How you doing tonight?
What's up, guys? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
All right, what up? I called in last night, man. I've been listening to y'all forever, like I said last time. Y'all told me not to be a stranger. I just finished school today, so I'm moving in. I'll be with y'all all month.
Nice.
Oh, nice, bro. Nice.
All right. I know you guys don't have much time. I got a lot to say, but I got it all written down on a notepad, so I'm going to hit it point by point. Let's go. All right, so I'm going to start off with a question and then hit bullet points after that. So in
Okay.
y'all's point, what is the most struggle amongst our offense on a position of the field?
As far as the worst position group?
No, where do we struggle on the field? What zone or yard line?
Oh, to me, it's between the own 20 and the 50.
It's not
Yeah,
the red
it's
zone.
in the
They're
green
perfect in
zone.
the red zone.
It's in the green zone.
Yes.
Right? So why does our kicker have such amazing numbers? Because we always stall there. Why does he have 7 field goals of 55 yards?
Yep.
It's because of that. All right. So what are we doing there? And this is a question. Where are we doing there that is stalling us?
Well, personally, they're not consistent enough running the ball. But even more than that, OU does not use from the hash to the sideline well at all. Go look at when they do throw to the sideline, whether it's Canick who pops out or Gibson.
God, I'm so glad you said that.
To me, they force it over the middle of the field. That's where he gets intercepted.
So all of our concepts in the green zone are always mesh routes, and mesh routes require good reading by the quarterback, but it also convolutes the middle of the field, and that's where the interceptions always come from. 90% of these interceptions are on mesh routes. When I was at the game at LSU this past weekend, we threw mesh routes and wide receiver tunnel screens constantly. Constantly. So what we used to do back in the day, you remember when we used to beat Florida State 47-17 all the time? When we had Ryan Broyles, we threw bubble screens constantly. All right. So when you throw the wide receiver tunnel screen, it's like a jab in a fight, right? When you get someone looking at your jab constantly, and then you throw a fake jab and then overhand right. So the fake jab overhand right with a bubble screen is a fake screen fade route by one of the blocking receivers. There's no ante on this play. You can't back out of it. So it got blown up. We ran it 9 times that game. It doesn't work. And also to that point, when we get there, which we tried to do was a massive failure, is to try to throw a deep ball. So if we could at least get a pass interference call in the green zone, throw some fade routes, some real deep ones, you could at least get a PI 30 yards down the field, and that would bring us in closer. We're not doing that at all.
No.
Well, part of the problem on those, some of the ones though, either material throw it completely out of bounds where you can't get a pass interference call, or you can't let your guy go up and get it, or the one to Gibson the other day, he just should have been a back shoulder.
Oh, dude, he threw it on a. It's because his shortstop tendencies. He threw it on a beeline to his hip.
Yeah, and that just kills a play like that. When you
in my opinion, and I also want to ask you guys if you agree with me. I think that has to do with his trajectory. So when he throws the ball, he has that shortstop trajectory where he throws it. In baseball terms, we call it 3 quarters. He throws it 3 quarters, so he has no trajectory or arch on his ball. And as opposed to, Alabama-style quarterbacks, they throw 12-6, where it's a straight dime over the top. He doesn't have that. That's why a lot of his balls get batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a big weakness is batted balls at the line of scrimmage, and that comes from poor mechanics and what you're saying, the 3-quarter stuff. But the other thing is you mentioned the screens. I've been shocked that Ben Arbuckle doesn't run something to set up something later. He's not very good at running a play to set up a play later.
Exactly. That's my whole boxing analogy. So if you throw this wide receiver mid-tunnel screen over and over and over, that's the jab in a boxing match. Right. So you get him to read it, right? And then you do a pump fake, which he hasn't pump faked a single time all year.
Pump fake.
All year. So you pump fake that bubble screen as opposed to the tunnel screen. And then you get, say, carry on the outside. If you put a heavy set wide receiver group out there, they're automatically going to indicate these guys are here for blocking in my thought process. And then you keep doing that. And then eventually swim move, carry on the fade. It'd be a touchdown every time.
Yeah, I mean, that's good stuff. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that call, Nick. You're spot on a lot of that. Hey, but some of that, Nick, I think is you're saying it. It's lack of coaching and development with the quarterback position.
Well, and also like on the tight ends, like we used to when we had Lincoln Riley, we ran a lot of tight end block and releases. So the tight end or H-back hits a chip block, but then peace out. He goes on a flat route, and you get a guaranteed 5 to 7 yards. We're not doing that at all either. I think Cam would be great at that.
I will say the other day they had an awesome play drawn up for Helms, and Mateer just bad throw. I mean, it would probably went for 20 yards. I mean, but
But,
you're right. They
I'm
don't
gonna
do
talk
it
about-
I don't know how good the tight ends are, Nick. That's
I
part
got a
of it.
lot more to say, but I'm gonna have to save it for another call because I know you guys are time worthy. But so I have a scenario that I want to think if you guys think is worth a shot or not. So goal line tendencies. If we get our defense is so amazing, what if we put Gator heavy belldozer style goal line formation, and you get our 3D ends back there, two of them in front of the Wildcat, and then you get R. Mason Thomas with David Stone and Taylor Wayne fucking line. Excuse my language, laying blocks.
Well, they
They
played
did it one game.
They've done it twice with Stone and Jaden Jackson, but I agree. And Jim said it earlier, Nick. OU's so good in the red zone, but they also run Mateer more in the red zone.
Well, our red zone numbers are skewed because we have such a high percentage, but it's all field goals.
Yeah, I mean, there's I think 60% are touchdowns, but yeah.
And also that could in the playoffs very, very much so set up the potential for a fake field goal when you got a guy shooting 100%, and they're no, this is a guaranteed field goal. Let's do a fake here.
Yeah, booty shorts could have a nice
although he's been automatic. So hey, appreciate it. Thanks for the call, Nick. Good stuff.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Thanks, Nick. Good to hear from you.
Let's go to corrections, followed by Colin.
What's up, corrections?
Hey guys, how you guys doing tonight?
Doing well.
Good. Hey, I just want to congratulate the women's basketball team tonight with a good win tonight in overtime.
It was a good win. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to
corrections. I couldn't tell if were you serious or was that kind of like a
No, it was a good win. I mean, it was a tough, gritty win in overtime. I mean, it was
I
good
thought,
win. No. I mean, I don't know how good NC State is, but just keep winning. I mean, I always, try to include the women's sports with the men's sports because they get overlooked a lot of the time, unfortunately. So,
yeah, what's on your mind, corrections?
So, hey, first of all, congratulations for Lincoln Riley. Going out to USC. Not being able to get in the playoffs before BV because he was too scared to play in the SEC. And he couldn't recruit here to build a winning, championship team. So well done, Lincoln Riley.
Hey, he got the number one class this year.
He does have the number one class.
Well, he's really good at that. And then by the time it comes down to it, when everything's set in stone, it falls off quite a bit usually. And he finds a way to waste it anyways. So, but the other thing is I wanted to agree with Derm as far as Mateer. Mateer is our quarterback. I mean, we're 10-2 with Mateer. There's good that comes with the bad. And, one thing that I'm getting really frustrated with is other podcasts, and I am not including the Surge on this or listeners of the Surge, but there's a lot of people out there saying you got to bench him, you got to bring in Hawkins and all this stuff. And that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard because their reasoning is, could it get worse? And the answer to that is absolutely. I went back today and watched the first 5 minutes of that South Carolina game with Hawkins. None of that was on the offensive line or on the receivers. That was 100% of Hawkins, and he gift wrapped 21 points to South Carolina. I mean, it was the first play of the game for our offense. Hawkins throws interceptions. Next drive, a pick six. Third drive, a fumble, scoop and score, and we're down 21-0 within 5 minutes of the start of the game. This year, he didn't look good at all against Kent State. And before this podcast, I looked it up. Kent State, out of 134 teams, is 124th in total defense. They're awful, and he did not look good. And everybody keeps saying he can make the easy throws. No, he can't. He missed a lot of easy throws in that game.
Well,
and so it's really frustrating when people are like, well, and the thing why I'm going to ride and die with Mateer this year is because that guy, he breathes OU. I mean, he loves OU, and he will put his body on the line. And yes, he makes mistakes, but he will do absolutely everything it takes to win that game. He put his body on the line so many times, and more likely than not, when it's time he has to get that 7 points, he gets it. Whether it's Auburn or LSU or whoever, he just finds a way to get it done no matter how the game has looked. And when it comes to Hawkins, now this is my point of view. This is the last thing I'm going to say before I get off here. This is my point of view. This is not necessarily the opinion and how the Sooner Surge looks at it. But the tweets by Hawkins' parents during this last game were absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. And that creates that kind of stuff as a cancer in the locker room, posting that kind of stuff. And at this point, it's just like, this is just my point of view. It's like he can hit the transfer portal. I don't even care at this point.
Well, I'm going to agree with you on that. And what I said after the game against LSU, if OU would have lost the game, it was 1,000% on John Mateer. He missed easy throws. He threw picks. And in the same breath, if they bench John Mateer, they don't win the game. I believe it wholeheartedly. And the people who were calling for Hawkins, it would have probably been Whit Neubauer, because if this is what Hawkins is talking about, then obviously he's not all in. And I think someone just said on here, I think it was Mac, if they were to bench Mateer, you might just the breath of the offense, the life of the offense might just be, oh boy, we're done now. That might be what the players think, because
You're
is that big of a leader in the locker room.
You're exactly right. I mean, he has those intangibles that Hawkins just doesn't have. I mean, this team absolutely loves John Mateer. And, there's so many stories out there about how preseason, there was, they weren't mandatory workouts, but people weren't showing up. And he's creating group text to get everybody saying, hey, if we want to achieve our goals this year that we need to do, everybody needs to be in here working out now. And everybody's just rallied around him. And I think if you take him out, I mean, it's just a gut punch. It's almost like looking back to last year. I mean, it's just, when people say it can't get worse, it absolutely can get worse if you bench Mateer. And so you just have to, I hope and pray for Mateer that, over the next 3 weeks, he just, whatever's going on, he plays better. Everybody knows he's got to play better. I mean, it's not a hot take where people going around, saying he's mid-tier, this and that. I mean, it's ridiculous what some of our fan base says. But, I just hope he gets it together one way or another. And I'm absolutely looking forward to him coming back this next year. He's a competitor. He's going to do what it takes over the offseason to be a number one quarterback this next year. So,
all right. Hey,
appreciate it.
Appreciate it,
the last thing you want going into playoffs is a quarterback controversy.
Exactly.
Oh, it's terrible. And you can't have that stuff in the locker room where the backup quarterback's parents are tweeting saying, that basically bench Mateer and put in our son. It's such a cancer. That is not a good look.
It's not. Yeah, I agree.
All right, guys, have a good rest of the night. Great show.
You too. Thank you. Let's get to Colin.
Colin, you there?
Yeah. What's up?
What's up?
How are you guys?
Good, man. How are you, Colin?
Good. Yeah, that on 3 thing I sent earlier was before the most recent rankings, because they were projecting Ole Miss to drop due to.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It wasn't, but I do hate those parody accounts. I don't see the benefit of trying to troll that way.
Yeah.
But now this
There's a lot of them out there too. There's a lot of them out there.
It's crazy how much can move playoff wise for OU, just not even playing.
They can't move up more than 1, in my opinion.
So you think the highest will be a 7?
At highest, yes. Lowest will be is 9. Lowest will be is 9.
Guys, I know nobody
7,
wants
8, or 9, guys.
I know nobody wants to hear this. I don't see a world they move up to 7.
I do. BYU destroys Tech. That world moves it.
I mean, you're talking about a blow. You think that's going to happen?
No, I don't think it's going to happen, but that would move it.
I also wanted to comment on like what you guys said earlier about the recruiting class that just came in. I think it's not like the biggest, but I think there's a lot of good contributors that will have, like Jake Correll. Like defensive offense, you got 2 more 6'4" receivers coming in. And I think in year 2, because I think even today Jim Nagy said like he kind of had to figure out this whole process. And you can see now in 2027, like we're starting, I think 2027 can be a really big class because we're already up to 12 commits on that. But again, with the amounts of people, and I was just looking at our roster earlier, and it's like of predicting who would leave and stay. And it's like crazy to see how many still like young people are like good. Like Taylor Wine's only a sophomore.
Redshirt sophomore. You got Bowers,
who's like sophomore.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how much depth. Like, is this like would you say this is the best OU defense has been like?
Yeah,
ever,
not even close.
In my lifetime, I think.
In my lifetime.
And it's not just the numbers. It's the fact they play basically play a 2 deep, and they still you when you look at the defensive backs, you don't know if Day Jordan's going to be out there, Jacoby. It doesn't matter. You look up, they have
it almost feels like an OKC Thunder type defense,
I mean, it's crazy
where it's like with the amount of rotating you do, the development is stronger, so that you can throw more people in at different situations.
Yeah.
And then my last question is like offensively, because again, I think if we can average like 21 points in the playoffs, score at least 3 touchdowns against everyone in the playoffs, I think we have a chance to go win it all. Because the last thing you want to see on the other side facing OU is our defense out there defending a lead. Because that's where I knew right when we had the Satania touchdown, I was like, okay, this game's over. I know this defense is not going to let up. Yeah. But following that, do you think offensively it's like a John McTeer problem or like scheme problem? Like, because I don't want to say like Arbuckle. I don't want to tell Arbuckle and think Arbuckle should just dumb it down.
It's both.
McTeer, like, because you can't have success this handing it off and dip and dunking down the field. Like, you still have to push the ball downfield, but it gets to a point where you just don't have the players to execute your plays.
Yeah.
And it starts at the top with your QB.
Yeah. And they got to get better position.
Combo effect.
They need to
rewatching like throughout the season, like the plays are there. It's just the placement of how John's throwing. And like you guys said, like Caden Helms, he could have broke free. Who knows? Like, in that moment, but we just never know because that. And then I think John Mateer power runs need to be schemed differently because clearly something's not working. I don't know if it's just because we're just trying to run up the middle. There's no this like, it's basically battle of the trenches. I'd rather like to see like a power read where it's more like behind blockers or like, shoot, I see Alabama hand it off to David Stone. He'll get a yard. If anything, he'll fall.
I don't want that. That's the last thing I want. David Stone running the ball.
Let me ask you this before this.
I want him over on the sideline resting up so he can go in there and whip people.
If you had to put for one play to get 1 yard defensively, a defensive player to hand it off, who would you hand it off to?
Say that again.
If it was like 4th and 1 at the goal line, national championship on the line, you had to hand it off to one of your defensive players to get in. Which like defensive lineman?
A defensive player?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be handing it to a defensive player, but if I had to pick one,
it'd be David Stone.
I'd probably go somebody like RMT
or Taylor Wine. I don't know. Hey,
like that.
Appreciate it, Colin.
Yeah, I hope we play Virginia, but it's probably going to be Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
I think with where Alabama stands, it's the placeholder for making sure they don't lose. And I think it also sets up the Sunday selection show drama of Notre Dame and Miami, which I still don't understand because the whole thing is, it would help if they played head-to-head, but, wait, they already have and Miami won. So,
yeah,
it just doesn't make sense. But
appreciate the call, Colin. Appreciate it. Hey, Jay, I don't know where you went for a second, but I've got to address some things in the chat. One, yes, Daniel Brooks, you're right. And everyone would agree. John Mateer deserves criticism. Absolutely. Second of all, if they thought Hawkins was better, they'd be playing him. And I saw 918 say, well, Dad Hawkins can do whatever he wants. He played for the university. Yeah, he can. Hey, guess what, 918? Anyone can do what they want. Anyone can tweet what they want. But it's a bad look on his son. It's a bad look for his son when he does that. And look, no one's questioning whether Michael Hawkins loves the University of Oklahoma, but no one's questioning whether Mateer does either. I don't understand the argument on that.
I don't even know why we're talking about this.
I don't either. Hey,
you brought it up.
Well, I was answering things in the chat. Let's get to is this Truth Sooner? Yep.
It is.
What's up? What's on your mind?
What's going on, fellas?
Not much.
He starts with a laugh like that. What's going on?
Well, good class today. I'm impressed. for the most part. Venables and the staff are betting on their evaluation. That's good. That's good to have that confidence. Don't be wrong. Don't be wrong on some of these players, because if you do, in this new landscape, the teams that you're going to play are going to make you pay.
Correct.
So that's all I'll say. But it's a good class. Venables and the guys, evaluators of the staff, they believe in it. Good for them. I was looking at another school's recruiting class today, and it appears that a lot of people were, well, this team played really bad in their throughout the season and didn't, and they only won maybe 9 games. They're not going to have a good recruiting class. Wow, they were wrong. Sherrod Moore, I don't know what he provides those boys down there in Michigan on the sell point, other than you got to get a good education in Michigan. That I do know.
Well, you do at OU as well.
Yeah, of course, but let's be honest. Oklahoma and Michigan don't recruit the same style of player, nor on rare. And I'm not saying they don't from time to time, but they got their own type of way of what they're looking for.
Where did Michigan end up in the rankings today?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked at that because they're still waiting on 2 5-stars. Actually, 3. There's a wide receiver that didn't sign with Syracuse, who's like the number 2 ranked wide receiver in the country. All of a sudden, he might be in play. I don't know how much money is going to have to come off of that.
I thought you said they killed it in recruiting. I thought you knew where they were or something.
Oh, I know. I mean, I know where most of them are going, but they're in the top 7, 8 range.
Okay.
But they still got some holes. They're going to have to go into the portal. And like I told somebody earlier today on an Oklahoma podcast,
like this,
all this talk about trying to get another player to come in and play defensive tackle. I said, good luck, brother, because everybody else is going to be fighting for that defensive tackle too. Oklahoma's not going to be the only one, and they're going to have to pay up.
Yeah, but I tell you this right now: if you're a defensive tackle, where else would you want to go?
Oh, well, come on now.
Come on now.
This is 1 year. This is 1 year. Let's put it this way: who's had the better 3 to 4 year run? Who's had a better 3 or 4 year run on defensive line than Oklahoma or Michigan? Compare. The best 3 to 4 year run on defensive tackle in this country.
This is BB's.
Hey, hold up. OU leads the nation in tackles for loss this year. Pretty much. That's your D line.
They did last year too, bud. They did last year.
Brother. I mean, hey, if that was the case, then their recruiting class would have been able to go into Georgia and have make a run at their top defensive tackle. They would have been able to go. They would have been able to go to Louisiana. I mean, and I told somebody today, good luck going into Louisiana now, because Kiffin, man, he's gonna. I mean, you talk about somebody that loves to troll BV. Good luck.
Troll BV, but I don't know. I haven't watched any. Now he will at LSU, but in any other team he's been at, I've never seen Lane get very great defensive tackles.
The thing about it is he brought that guy back, that guy that Oklahoma loves to hate. The former head coach of LSU,
Ed Orgeron.
He really bashed Oklahoma over the years, talking about how if our defensive tackles don't own them in that game, don't even show back up at halftime. And he's really been negative about Oklahoma in the matchups.
Hey, True, I think you need to change. I really do think you need to change your profile name to True Michigan.
No, I mean it's not that, brother. I mean, Oklahoma. Again, they got Oklahoma's got some good players, no doubt about it. But to sit here and say that every defensive tackle is just going to want to come play for Oklahoma, that's not the case.
I didn't say everyone. You act
Well,
like you can't get
you gotta have a find. You gotta have a find that fits your scheme. We're all understanding of all that. It's going to be a battle no matter what you do. These are prime cut. This is prime cut meat here, fellas. Everybody wants a prime cut meat.
Hey, and true, I agree that Michigan's going to get good defensive players. They do all the time. So,
Yeah,
I agree. Hey, thanks for the call, True.
no problem.
See you.
Yeah.
Let's get to Dr. Ball.
So
Let's get to Dr. Ball.
this guy, this caller, he thinks these Michigan fans think they just the God's gift to football, don't they? We know what their secret weapon was of why they had all those defenses. You were cheating. You were cheating. You were stealing signs. You knew what plays were coming. Your national title is fraudulent, has an asterisk.
True.
And they didn't have a 7. Tennessee had number 7 ranked class. Michigan's down 11 or 12.
That's why I asked him. I thought they were, but I didn't know where they ended up.
They're 11 or 12.
Hey, my bad. I was looking. I looked through. These are high tech binoculars. I was trying to find a point from the last call. I still can't find one.
We've seen the last 2 years what Michigan's defense looks like when they don't know the play that's coming. That's all I'm going to say.
This isn't the Michigan
Thanks,
Surge.
Dr. Ball. Thanks, bro.
All right.
Oh,
Way to be, Dr. Ball. Never change, Dr. Ball. And never change, True Sooner. Never
Hey,
change.
you never change either. I was wondering where you went, but
Hey, Jay. I forget what I was going to say to 918. No, 918 said something about it was about the Hawkins stuff, Jay.
what? Yeah, what about it?
Let me say it. He said,
I agree with a coach or former player can say whatever they want.
And yes, you take more credibility. Agree. It doesn't mean that it's good for the kid.
Oh, I'm not.
And they're not going to play him, guys. So I don't know why it's being talked about. John Mateer is the quarterback that could win OU and Natty. Facts. Now, let me rephrase that. John Mateer could be the quarterback of a national championship team. Facts. The defense is going to win them Natty.
It's been real. I didn't know we were an hour and 12 minutes. We got to do a recruiting video now. So, hey, appreciate everybody joining us tonight. As always, thank you. We really appreciate it. Hit the like button, please. That helps. I mean, if everybody just hits the like button, it helps. Also, hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. But really appreciate all the supers that were given tonight. Chief, I think Chris. I don't know who else. There were some others. Appreciate all you guys and gals. Also, the callers that called in. One thing we will never do on this show is just pick and choose who we talk to, okay? So if you call in, you're probably going to get a line, at least for a little bit, until you maybe start not making sense. But, hey, have a good night, everybody. We'll talk to you later.